I stayed in a hotel once, deep in the Amazon rainforest, not by choice. A storm had washed out the roads, and my guide said it at least 2 days before they could send anyone to get me. He dropped me at the only building we'd seen for miles, a mosque. Decaying two-story hotel with a warped wooden sign that just read outside. Inside it was even more depressing. Dim yellow lights buzzed above a lobby that smelled of mildew and wet stone. The man at the front desk looked like he hadn't spoken to another soul in weeks. "You'll take room 5, he said in broken English. "And don't go near room 7. I was too tired to ask why. Room 5 was as bad as you'd imagined: water-stained ceiling, mold creeping up the corners, and a fan that clanked like it was dying. But I didn't care. I dropped my backpack and collapsed onto the bed. It was the scratching that woke me. Not from inside the room, from the hallway. Soft, slow, like fingernails dragging across wood. Then, the sound stopped just outside my door, and something slid under it. I sat up, heart hammering, and stared at a folded scrap of yellowed paper resting on the floor. In shaky handwriting, it said, "Help me. Room 7. I opened the door. The hallway was empty. Only 5 doors were on the upper floor. Mine was the middle one. I checked both directions. Doors 3, 4, 5, ... 6. But there was no room 7, just a section of blank wall past room 6, with a dusty painting hanging crookedly over it. I stood there, staring at that patch of wall for a long time. The next morning, I showed the note to the man at the front desk. He squinted at it, then calmly tore it in half and tossed it in the trash. "No room 7 here," he said. That night I locked my door and put my backpack against it. Still, at 2:13 a.m., I know the time because I looked. Another note slid underneath. This one was longer. "He keeps me here. I haven't seen sunlight in months. Please break the wall." I didn't sleep after that. I kept imagining someone just standing outside my door all night, silently watching through the keyhole. When morning came, I checked the wall again, knocked on it. It sounded hollow, so I asked the front desk guy straight up, "Who's in room 7? He didn't answer. He just stared through me. "I heard something behind that wall," I said. "There's someone in there." Finally, he muttered, "You leave tomorrow." That night, I put a small hotel glass on the floor by the door. I didn't want to miss the moment. Around 2 a.m., I heard the scratching again, soft, deliberate. The note slid under, but this time I rushed to the door and flung it open. The hallway was empty, but the note wasn't a message. It was a photograph. A girl, young, pale, eyes wide, with terror, sitting on a cot in a small, windowless room. Her hands were tied, and the background was unmistakable. The wallpaper from the hallway. I grabbed my flashlight, ran down the hall, yanked the painting off the wall. Beneath it, faint lines carved into the plaster like a long-forgotten doorframe. This time, something knocked back. 3 slow knocks, and then a whisper, so faint I thought it was in my head. "Hurry." My hands shook as I pressed against the wall. I could feel air moving through a crack. It was a door once, and someone was still inside. I went back downstairs and demanded answers. The man at the desk just stared at me. I raised my voice. Finally, he said something that chilled me. She wanted to leave. He said she'd talk. He made room 7. I didn't know who he was, but I left the hotel at dawn, didn't wait for the guide. I walked down the broken road for hours until I had cell service and called for help. I reported everything: the notes, the wall, the photo. Authorities said they'd investigate, but when they arrived, the hotel was gone. Not abandoned, leveled like it had never been there. And there was no record of a hotel named El Silencio in the region. No permits, no foundation, no trace. But I still have the photo. It's faded now, but you can still see her in it, those wide, terrified eyes. And in the corner of the image, if you look closely, there's a shadow of someone standing behind her, watching, and on the back of the photo, written in the same shaky handwriting, is a final message. "He knows you saw me.